Welcome to Slow is Good, a podcast for entrepreneurs who want to think outside of the box to grow slow and have a greater impact. In this podcast, we'll talk everything business, but most importantly, we'll talk slow business, digital strategies, creativity, some Franglish, and a load of human touch. I'm Géraldine Jippé. I'm a Slowpreneur, ex-startup founder. I'll be your host. I'll share ideas, strategies, and more with joy and slowliness. Enjoy the listen. Hello. Before to go to the next episode of Slow is Good podcast, I wanted to take a few minutes of your time to tell you about the Magic Funnel Framework. If you haven't heard about it, the Magic Funnel Framework is a workshop that I co-host with Ashley, Brenda, and together we're going to walk you through all the steps, all the things that you need to think about when it comes to creating your funnel and your sales funnel. There are little things that we have integrated, but we're also going extra, integrating the leadership, the mindset that you need in order to create $1 million sales funnel. So please join. You'll have the link available in this episode. Hello, entrepreneur. I hope you are doing well for this new episode of Slow is Good. So I had amazing conversations over the last couple of weeks in regards to anything AI. And these conversations, were around like, is AI literally going to eat our soul? Are we going to survive this? What is our prerogative? What can we do? Relax, everybody. Honestly, we always had revolution, technology, innovation, and we always have what humans are doing. We adapt, we adjust with everything that comes our way. And the last 4 years showed us that we had to adjust. And to be honest, the way I see it as a slowpreneur is it saves me so much time and effort in order to, be more productive in some tasks that I used to do manually or potentially delegate to my team. So I've been integrating and working, creating more automated everything. And when I say more automated everything, it means sales funnels, it means sequences, it means, broadcasting, even using this podcast and using systems and tools that can ultimately edit a bit better, and also the broadcasting of the information on socials. I've been using many tools. If you are interested, feel free to send me a message at hello@geraldinejippé.com, and I will share with you a list of tools that I actually tested out. So to understand exactly when it comes to digital marketing, exactly what can I use, what can be at service for my company, but ultimately help me, stay slow, stay put, and take care of my business, but also taking care of myself. And you know what? Even though a lot of people are questioning anything regards to legal points of using some content creation tools such as, I've been trying Copy AI, Jasper, and Over. All these platforms will have to be adjusted accordingly too, right? And so if you were afraid of integrating, anything AI inside your business, well, fear not, because it's gonna actually help you make more and work less. That's the reality. And I think it's very interesting in terms of productivity, how all these AI powered tools have, served well the slowpreneurial community into, being more focused, creating more, and just adjusting to this new reality. And that's funny because I had a conversation with my friend Chris. She was on the podcast, on my previous podcast a long time ago. I might invite her again to discuss, we are talking quite often about productivity all the time, doing more, being more productive, working less but producing more. But the real, I will say, philosophical question is like, who is it serving really? When the question of having all these tools available is, more money, more this, more that. To my to my standpoint, like, first, AI has been around for a little while now, in many things that we haven't considered. Even when you're going to the airport, in your cars, in your everything, AI is there already and has been there for a little while, and it's actually there to stay and to evolve even further. Now, when it comes to running your business, I do believe that it's like everything. Before we had the emails, before we had social media, there were certain way to integrate all these platforms and all these tools in our, day-to-day routine and strategy as entrepreneurs and businesses. But now it's a matter of how far do we push it? How far can we push our businesses with or thanks to these tools? To me, it's just a productivity matter. It's an efficiency matter, but also a question of reducing costs as well. On the many tools that I have used, when I do calculate the price of these tools versus hiring a full team and a tool that can save me on the full hiring, well, the reality is it's more cost effective, and that's a reality. Now, I would say the overside of that aspect of using all these automated tool is also that reality is you still need a human touch in order to get some inputs, like data inputs somewhere. So which means literally, if you want to be efficient with your tool, there's always like a manual point of entry of information for all the tools that you want to use. And it doesn't mean that you will fire your entire team. It just means you will have to revise how you hire, actually, how you use your team, how you put your team at service for your small business or big business, doesn't matter. And using all these powerful, I will say, AI tool is also to revisit the way you have been operating for the last couple of years, whether it is 5 years, 10 years, 15, even more. You'll have to adjust to this new reality. It's as simple as that. And frankly speaking, I mean, I am currently saving so much time using certain tools that I don't even comprehend that I haven't introduced these tools prior to that, because they allowed me to use the momentum of having more time for myself, more time to think, and also more time to create valuable content for the community. And in that sense, I think you should also question how, well, your processes, like your small business processes, literally, and see where is it that you actually bring the most value to your community. And in February, and in my schedule, in my timeline from February to the end of this month, I had actually in my plan to assess exactly how I want to produce and bring more value to the community, but how I want to serve with more efficient, tools for more efficiency, but also remain minimalistic, because there are so many competitive tools out there, and sometimes there's kind of an overlap in using certain tools, that sometimes you are in a kind of a rabbit hole where you're using all these tools and then you feel suddenly overwhelmed because there's too many tools that actually do almost the same things, and then you realize that actually your cost of operation was down and then went up suddenly because you're trying all the existing tools that are available on earth, right? And I'm pretty sure that a lot of you might recognize themselves in that. But now it's for me like, how can I make the most of what's available now? But how can I be more productive so that I can serve better my community? But also taking into consideration, how can I still have fun in doing so? Because I think it's a very important component. Like, I just don't want to produce content just for the the sake of producing content. I want to do things that are impactful and meaningful. And that's the reason why I do believe that using all these tools, like, it gave me more power to be more conscious on how exactly it is that I want to impact and make a difference for the community. And I would strongly, invite you to do the same. Like, in all your processes, where is it in, the tools, the systems, the people that you have in place in order to serve your clients, your team, or more? How is it really that you want to be, how do you want to be at service, but at the same time still make it fun and more minimalistic, and at the same time be more effective, so that anything that you put your mind to and you create, and the content that you will decide to create for your community, will serve but will not take over you and your schedule, so that you can still stay slow and keep that space that is very important for you to breathe, to regenerate yourself, and have more, ideas that will be more impactful in the long run. So that's it for me for today. You know the drill. Your input, your opinion matters to me a lot. So please feel free to share little stars, your opinion on the podcast. And also, I would like to invite you to share with me if you have any kind of topic you would like me to cover. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. So see you next time.